What's up, guys? Eclectic Nerd here again as always, and welcome back to another episode of Space Engineers. So, I did a bit of work off camera, and I pretty much have this guy pretty much how I like it. My once rover, now plane. Dang it, why can't I get up here? Okay. And I love it. It's awesome. It reminds me of a flying squirrel when it's flying around. So I did some looking online, and I'm calling this the Pteromus, which is the genus of a flying squirrel type. I also did some poking around. Let's see here. I have to power on everything properly. So thrusters on. Let's see. Ore detector on. Gyroscope on. Turn the lock. Turn that off. Unlock. Okay. Something's going on here. Why? Ah, that's why. Okay. What? Why? Why you do this? Battery on. Discharge. Fully depleted. Why are my thrusters not coming on? Okay, so I am disconnected. Oh, what's going on here? Block is on. Well, they're on. I don't know why they're not working. Oh. Discharge. What is going on here? Why? Thrusters are. Turn them on. There we go. Woo. I don't know what was going on with that. So, as I was saying, I've done the work on this little guy, and I love it. It is so much fun to zip around in. In fact, there's this one canyon area that I flew through that is really cool, and I'm gonna see if I can find it here. It's really close. I basically did a test run. I think it's right. Yeah, it's right here. Oh shoot. Yeah, this guy right here. So I did some kind of poking around looking for ores and just did some general kind of flight testing, and this thing is amazing. I absolutely love it. And this looks so cool flying around. I have to be really careful though, because trees pop in and out of existence kind of weirdly. But yeah, this is a lot of fun just flying around in this little guy. But one of the big things that I found was, I actually found, and it's marked on my GPS there, was I found a deposit of silicon, which is perfect because I really need to build more solar panels, and I have this kind of idea of how I want to kind of live on the planet for a little bit. I think I'm going to build just a big, a series of large charging stations for this little guy, and then I'm just going to slowly kind of branch out from there until I find where I want to build something large and sort of make a semi-home before we go back up into space, because we don't want to stay here forever. We want to go back up into space. So I'm going to plant this guy here. Is my... Okay, gotta make sure. Okay, lock that. Buster's off. Ore detector, leave that on. Actually, I need to get closer. I need to get closer so that the ore detector actually works. Yeah, there's all kinds of goodies around here. Silicon, magnesium. Try and land level here. Okay, and lock that, turn that off, gyroscope off, and antenna on. Okay, just sitting idle, it will last for 17 days. Oh, I lost my drill. That's weird. Wonder where that went. Okay. But yeah, I love this thing. It's so awesome. I've had to do quite a bit of extra tweaking. And the solar panels here, they don't really do much other than providing just a minimal trickle. But, you know, if it helps give us a little extra, plus it looks cool, I think. Let's see here. Oh, and we're getting a driver crash. Yep. Give it a second for that to recover. Okay. And just gonna kind of track. Okay, so it's basically right below me. Basic strategy, mine straight down because I don't have to worry about, this isn't like Minecraft where I have to worry about caves or anything. And then I build a sort of ramp back up. Lights on. There we go. That's what we're looking for. So you can stop crouching and stand. And I'm just gonna kind of clear out a cavern above this deposit. Hopefully one day we can actually get back to mining with ships, but I think that's gonna be a bit. It's gonna be a minute before we can actually start doing that again. But that's part of the fun. You know, you have to start somewhere. You know, start at the bottom and now we're here kind of thing. That's all. That's the real satisfying part about this game, is knowing that you started from pretty much nothing and built this giant sort of empire, if you will. Okay, so I'm like right on the edge of it here. So I'm gonna go. Let's see. Where's my? Oh wow! I can actually just thrust right out of that, so to speak. In fact, I could probably just ramp my way up right here. Wow, this was really close to the surface. How did I miss this flying around? Crouch, there we go. Yeah, they really need to do something about being able to reload the terrain, I guess, so that you don't get these weird blocks. Or at least fix the... whatever the issue is. I don't know if it's on... Again, I don't know if it's on my end or if it's the actual game acting up. Let's see here. I'm going to try... Let's see, okay, so there's my ramp. I'm going to try and drop down a bit so that I can kind of cut my way across. That's stone. Nice big piece of silicon there. Hang on. Okay, I'm going to stop crouching. Alright. Just gotta hold R and left click. Okay, crouch right down again. Oop. I threw some extra some small cargo containers on the Teramis, so if I need to, I can load that up. I don't know how much weight that's going to add, and if that's going to have a huge effect on performance, but that's one of those things where we're going to have to test it out and just see what happens. If it's too much, I'll just have to add thruster power somewhere. Let's see. Geez, it's so easy to get disoriented when all you see is stone. Whoa. What the... It's like the terrain's like freaking out on me. Okay, there's my thing. So I think the hand drill breaks off much bigger chunks now. I'm gonna dump the stone too, because I don't need that. So that's my hole up. Okay. Find a good spot to kind of just drop this. Oh, that's why I'm acting weird. Crouching. There we go. Okay. Really? Wow, it's not as much silicon as I had thought would be here. Let's see here. So I now have mostly silicon in my inventory. Okay. To see how much these small cargo containers can actually hold. I think it's at least 2, maybe 3 times my actual personal inventory. Oh, that's my helmet. Probably can just take that off. Oh wow, so okay, it's not nearly as much as I thought. I'll turn my light off too. I don't need that right now. Okay, so each one holds about 3K. Drop this and driver crash. No biggie. I'm just gonna keep rolling with it. Come on. There we go. That stone's affected by gravity. Let's see here. Make sure. Also, the shadow effects act weird sometimes. Like right now. Try that again here. There. Basically, I'm just going to grab as much silicon as I can. So I can make as many solar panels as I can. I was trying to figure out roughly, because the solar panels that I currently have on the Eagle, they generate about just under 100 kilowatts, which altogether, all 5 of them, is enough to charge half of the battery, the one battery that I have, in about an hour. So I figure if I build 8 solar cells on a base that has basically no power drain whatsoever, I should at some point be able to basically have a recharge time about as much as it takes to discharge the battery. And that's just going to be the big thing. I'm going to have to figure out how I want to build. I was thinking about building this giant system of like solar outposts, kind of, where I would have like a network of them. They have an antenna, so you could find them, or they would just be massive enough where you could pretty much see them from the sky. And I kind of wandered the planet for a bit because I don't know what all the terrain looks like. I've seen some different like different terrain types or biomes, if you will. But I want to kind of see what the entire planet looks like. That, and only half of the planet is ever in sort of like perpetual light. So there's a dark side of the planet and a light side, which is kind of nifty. Okay, double check to make sure I have just silicon. Okay. Let's see, where am I getting out? Right here. To kind of scan around. Okay. Now I have to see how bad of a drain all this stuff puts on. So we're at 16,000 kilos. Okay, turn the antenna off. I probably should put that on the hotbar somewhere. Probably get rid of those battery ones. Let's see here. So gyro on, ore detector off, engines on, unlock, and we're off. Let's see, so just at a hover, if I maybe coast, I can probably do like 30. I have like 30 minutes of actual flight time. Oh shoot! That was a tree. Jesus, I clobbered it. I wish there was a way to actually cut down trees instead of just kind of like flattening them. Because while I appreciate the having, trying to think of the fancy word. I appreciate having trees and, you know, grass or whatever, but sometimes it just kind of gets in the way, and it really doesn't serve any kind of purpose yet. Like, I know, I'm pretty sure in Medieval Engineers, there's actually a purpose for there being trees and stuff, because you use that for building materials. But here in Space Engineers, we're not planet-going people. We really have no use for lumber, at least in the sort of classical sense. Maybe if they did a thing where, like, they incorporated some of the things you could build, like building-wise, from Medieval Engineers. I don't know. I'm just kind of thinking out loud here. Okay. I just need to get close enough. Well, I probably don't even need to plug in at the moment. Oh. Another driver crash. Hang on. I want to give it a minute before I try moving around. Whoa, and there goes all... I think the vast majority of the terrain here. So it just kind of loads some stuff on the edge and it completely deletes. Because I'm fairly certain there are plenty of trees around here that were here before, but they're not anymore. Okay, just going to carefully... I'm actually going to plant this on a hill here, so I at least angle the solar panels in the kind of right way. Yep, going with that. Okay. Oop. Yeah, go ahead and lock that. Let's see, thrusters are off, the gyro off, and my connectors are off, so I think... Okay, yeah. Yeah, I'm at 0 power usage, so literally nothing is powered. I'm not sure if I'm even going to do anything with the Eagle at this point, because I've kind of... The whole uranium thing is kind of moot now, because I actually have a sort of semi-method of... I'll turn my light off. Give this a minute here. Alright, here we go. Okay, drop my silicon in here. Get this stone out of here. I don't need that. Okay, control panel. Let's see. These batteries have all been put on discharge. So I'm going to put these like this, so that they're not really tasked with anything, and see what happens when I turn the refinery on. Okay. Let's see here. I'm going to put... Okay, battery. These are all off. So what? Something's on. Because this normally doesn't freak out like this. Let's see, connector. Gyroscope, landing gears. I'll turn all these off. I don't think they're using any power at the moment. Headroom, ore detector. Generator. Oh. You know what I bet it is? I bet when I cut those extra... Yeah, when I cut those extra couple of things off, they probably screwed that up. Okay. Huh. I'm gonna have to put... Okay, I'm gonna set these all to discharge at the moment. Oh, they need to be on. Maybe, hang on here. I'm going to go ahead and pop up into the cockpit, and maybe that will help me. Well, it says I'm only using 0.25% of the power. So then why is the refinery freaking out? Required input, 1 kilowatt. I have to scroll through this all over again. Okay. So landing gears off, assembler off, battery. Basically eliminate any and all drain. Okay. That's the beacon, that's off. Connectors off. Gyroscope off. Landing gear 1, 2, 3, and 4 off. Large atmospheric thrusters off. Medroom off. Ore detector off. Oxygen generator off. Oxygen tank off. hang on here. Maybe I'll task these batteries. Turn them on. Recharge. See if I can maybe put some power into them. Okay, so I already have a full kilowatt in there. Let's see, in the refinery, max required input is 560 kilo. That's the max. Does the refinery use all that power immediately? Because if not, that might be the reason why. Because I'm sitting at just under 500 kilowatts. Maybe that's why. Okay. So if I switch these batteries over to discharge. Okay, yeah. So go ahead and switch these from recharge to discharge, and then go refinery on. There we go. Oh, okay. That's why. I understand now. I'm learning about power usage. Okay. So refineries take 560-ish or nothing at all. Okay, that makes sense. I'm learning. Assembler. So does that mean if I make something on this assembler, it's going to peak at 560 kilowatts? No? Okay. So it's 64 solar panels per... Okay, so... Oh. Okay. So there goes all the power that I had. Let's see. Double check what I have for solar panels. Probably not much. Just these. Yeah. Okay, so it's... I'm gonna have to start doing this balancing act where I run different stuff at different times. Okay, control panel. Come on. Let's see here. Which batteries from discharge to recharge? Refinery off. Maybe if I plug the Teramis in, it'll give me that little extra. It'll turn up to 11. It'll give me that little extra power boost that I need. Let's see here. Okay, so V, engines on, lock engaged. Gyroscope, forgot that. Okay. I love this little thing. It's so adorable. Okay, and right, down. Turn that back on. Depth perception is not a strong suit in this game, unfortunately. Wait, what? I'm on top of it. Why are you no lock? Lock, please. That's... Oh, hang on here. Oh, I know why. Because I switched it off from inside of here. Okay, hang on. Connector on. There. Hopefully that didn't snap and ruin anything. Oop. Another driver crash. No big deal there. Come on. You can do it. There you go. Okay. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to lock. Engines off.
Ship fuel critical.
Gyroscope off. R, okay. Let's see, I think I may need to focus on refining first. Let's see here. Check my power consumption first and foremost. Oh, I need to look in doing one of those. Okay, so 4.85 megawatt. Oh, that the battery is what's kicking a lot of that juice in here, I think. Okay, so I gotta make use of that while I can. So refinery on. Okay. And assembler on. Okay. How am I looking on? Okay, good on most stuff. You have to bump the nickel up. So I basically need to start putting more solar panels up. Because that's basically all I have. Get this out of the way too. Just go ahead and... This is going to be a quick melt anyway. I have 20 some sitting in. Let's see here. I'm gonna grab money. Okay. Actually gonna stop that for a second here and shut that off. So even if it's only using like 1 watt, I don't want that 1 watt. Okay. 9. Yep. Let's see, what do I need here? I need construction components. Oop. I need construction components, large steel tubes, computers. Come on. You can do it, game. I'll be so glad once whatever is causing this gets fixed. Let's see, so I need construction components, computers, large steel tubes, steel plate. I may need to make some computers. Actually, I'm fine on computers. Keep thinking that when I'm placing something like that, that it's a menu of sort. Okay. And grab me a 9 here. And okay. Y. Come on. Yep. Here we go. Okay. Double check on what kind of solar power I'm getting in here now. Probably enough that I can stop using the Scout's battery. Let's see here. Okay, 4.95 megawatts. This battery turning off. Okay. So it takes about, let's see, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Dang it. Little gap there. So 1, 2, 3. So it takes about 5 solar panels to run 1 refinery. Good to know. That's the lesson of the day, kids. It takes roughly 5 solar panels to run 1 refinery. So I'm going to go ahead and let this stuff refine. Oh, wait, 6. Okay, so there's 6. It takes 6 solar panels to run 1 refinery. That's about what we got, yeah. And we're at all that's operating at max efficiency. So I'm going to go ahead and get all this stuff up there in smelted, and then next time we'll start building a real solar farm. So until then, I will see y'all in the next one.